Is worst lie? Huh.
Ah, PTSD moment.
It only the funniest. Oh my god. Hold on. It's gonna be real specific.
The funniest worst lie. Oh my god. You want me to
I
go
have
first?
one, but I don't even want to say it.
She lived in my building, and she was walking her dog that she doesn't even have. So okay. So the whole.
You have to elaborate. Friend.
Yeah, no, I have to tell you the story at this point. Okay, so I'm not crazy, but I'm a little bit crazy. So I know who you follow and I know when you follow them.
Respectable.
And so I asked him, like, hey, like, who is this? Just curious. And mind you, I already know everything about this girl because before I'm asking you, I'm going to do my own research to make sure you're not lying to me. And so he told me, oh, yeah, well, I kind of met her when I was walking my dog. She was walking her dog, and we exchanged, like, IGs. She does nails. I'm like, okay, so if the whole reason that you guys followed each other is because she does nails, wouldn't you be like, hey, this is my girlfriend. Like, if you ever want to do her nails, this is my nail page, whatever. No, you follow her personal page. Whatever. So I saw that her nail studio wasn't even based anywhere near where he lived. She doesn't have a dog. She just started doing nails. And they actually met at his, in Wynwood. So
he lied about everything.
Yeah.
I have a lot of worst lies, but I think the one that's probably gonna like pinch me a little less talking about it. I was dating this guy, and he told me that, like, you know, he had and this is actually right after I got my abusive relationship, so like I was like, you know, really hesitant with dating, but like this was the first guy I was like, oh my god, like he's like actually super sweet, like it's great. Yeah. We were sharing locations, whatever. And he like lived a couple hours away. This was when I was in Orlando. So he lived like, I think, Tallahassee. So he's like 4 hours out. And he told me he had like health issues, like something wrong with his liver, and like he like goes see a doctor all the time. So then like over the weekend, he told me that on Monday he was gonna go to his appointment. And I was like, well, like, can I just come up then? I want to go with you. But he's like, no, I don't want to see. I don't want you to see me like in that state, you know, with them like pricking me with needles and everything. And I'm like, no, like I want to be there. Like I want to make sure like you're okay and everything, and like be there to comfort you. Like what?
Right. Of course.
No, it's okay, Nico. Like, you can drive up here. Like it's not worth it. All right, cool. So Monday comes. His appointment's at 11 a.m. So cool. I don't know where. I don't really care about like if we share locations, I'm not constantly checking your location. You know what I mean? Like I don't care like that at all. But something told me like go look at his location. So I went and find my friends. I'm looking, see if he's at the hospital. This boy was over here. This man was over here at Three Natives getting acai. So I'm over here thinking, the hell are you doing at Three Natives getting acai? First off, he was a like, you know, he was a, excuse my French, but he was a nigga. Like, he was from Tally. Like, Tally boys don't be eating acai. They don't even know what acai is. Like, what? Like, how'd you even find this place? You clearly with a female, like, for sure, because this is a female place. Get better. Because, yeah, that's my first, listen, because that's who go put you on to acai, right? That's who put me on acai. I didn't know what acai was either until my white best friend did it. So, I texted him. I'm like, yo, like, I thought you were at the hospital. Yeah, I am. And I was like, yo, Javon, don't play with me. Like, bro, like, you know I got your location. Right. You're not at the hospital. You're at acai. Yeah, I went with a couple of my partners right now. Like, you know, we chopping it up, talking about a couple plays. I said, Javon, don't piss me off, because that's what I said. I was like,
the fuck y'all talking about the berries?
I said, hood niggas don't eat acai. Like they don't know what acai
smoking
is.
A blunt, eating acai, that's weird.
And then, yeah, long story short,
literally.
And come to find out, like, he was hanging out with his ex-girlfriend, and she actually was white. So yeah, he was eating acai with her, and I was just like, bro, like, you can't lie to me. Like, you can't tell me that real hood guys from the hood eat acai. They don't.
Make sense.
Like,
the fuck are you feeding your homeboy grapes?
Yeah, like you're eating berries with strawberries and bananas on top with honey. Like, please chill. You're talking about plays with them. Like,
you don't even know how to spell acai, nigga.
No, like, literally. Like,
pronounce it. Matter of fact, pronounce it.
You don't even know what an acai look like if I threw it at you. Like, and you talk about you eating acai with the boys. Yeah. The boys don't even know what acai is. I called his cousin, actually, and that's how I found out it was a lie, because I called his cousin.
I'm like, who the fuck is acai?
And I was like, hey, yo. Yeah, so, like, your cousin, like, he's at the acai place, at Three Natives. He's like, acai? What the fuck is acai? I said, exactly my point.
Yep.
He's with a bitch. Are you sure he's with a bitch? And he could, like, I mean, that does sound kind of funny, because what's acai? I was like, bro, it's berries and, like, bananas and shit with honey and coconut flakes. And you go there and you get bowls of it and you eat it outside. Yeah, he with a bitch, Nika. I'm sorry, because I'm
he with Rebecca.
Yeah, like...
But no, honestly, to circle back on the location. So like, how do you guys feel about sharing locations with your partner? Do you feel like it's like you have to do it in a relationship?
I don't think I've ever done it. But I don't know. I mean, I'm not against it. I haven't been in a relationship in like a fat minute, so I'm like, I don't know. I'm not against it though. Like just safety wise, I guess. Like I don't know. I share my location with some of my homegirls.
Yeah, so it's like I feel like because I share my location with my homegirls, I don't care. I feel like honestly with the location shit, if the other partner is acting like a weirdo and doesn't want to turn it on, then like they're clearly it's because they know they're gonna be doing like weird shit. Like off rip, like me and John, like my boyfriend, like we started sharing locations because I was just driving to the club one night and like I was getting kind of lost and like this was like a month into dating and he was like, hey, like do you want to? We weren't even dating actually. We were just talking. He's like, hey, do you want to like put your location on and stuff? And I was like, honestly, like yeah, that works. And then I was just like, do you want to turn your location on? And he was like, yeah, sure. And then so we just shared locations, but like it's never like he's looking at my location and like it's a thing or like sometimes like my location like may not load or something and like he'll call me and I'll like pick up and be like I don't know why like I'll reshare it reshare it till it works but like he just calls just to make sure I'm okay but like
and see that's the thing like if it's like just to make sure you're good like
you know I'm a female I go out with my homegirls I go to work at the club like I go to sets and stuff like and then with him like you know like he travels and everything like he's in Colombia right now and like I was like yo put your location on just so like I can like make sure you're good and stuff like
I feel like if it comes from like a good place and sure, but when they start acting weird, then it becomes like, all right, now I'm gonna sit here and check it.
For sure.
But do you guys feel like it's harder or easier to cheat when their location is on?
There's so many ways to go around your location. I've been doing that shit since I was in high school. Where I told my mom I was at work and I wasn't. Like, it don't mean shit. My thing is like you said, it's intention. Why are you asking for the location? Is it just because like you want to make sure they're straight? You know, like if they're going back from someplace, like they're going home, they're good. Or is it because you're insecure and you're trying to check up on them and be on top of it and helicoptering, you know, like intention is a really big factor in that because one is a healthy one and one is not.
Yeah, like I was with somebody before and he was like super, like I had to have my location on and oh my God forbid it didn't work. Like he was calling me, snapping at me, cussing me out, like I'm doing some shit. And it's like,
absolutely
no,
not.
Apple be fucking up. Like you see what happens when a new phone comes out every time. The
my
old ones
location
start
don't
breaking.
work half the time. And my best friend's like, girl, I don't even care.
But yet with him, like when I would ask him to put his location on, like he wouldn't do it. And his excuse was like, oh, you know, like I bust plays all the time. Like I just don't want no one like having anyone getting my like location. Who's getting your location?
You're not on the FBI wanted list, sir. Like what the fuck?
Like what? Like you act like El Chapo out there with his people looking for you.
No.
Like it's just not. It doesn't make sense. But like cheating though, like I mean, yeah, you can still cheat. Look at my ex at the acai place. He didn't think I was gonna be looking at it. And that's the thing. Not everybody's really sitting there like realistically all day, all long, watching what you're doing.
And you shouldn't. You know,
you shouldn't have to.
The thing is with cheating, you're going to cheat if you want to cheat.
Exactly.
Like, if you're a cheater, you're a cheater. It does not matter what restraints you have. You could have a gun to your head. If you want to, you will. You know what I mean? So it's just like a matter of you having respect for yourself. And if that does happen, what are you going to do? Are you just going to be like, all right, now I'm out? Or are you going to tolerate it?
And
like,
honestly,
that's just, you know, it's up to you at that point.
I feel like low key, like, if I'm thinking of like a fucked up mindset and thinking from a terrible person's view, like I feel like when people get someone else's location, it does enable them more to cheat because I feel like they they've gained trust. They feel like
you're more
so
protected.
It's like I have a location, so like you're definitely gonna trust me. So let me just go out and like do whatever because you're not gonna suspect it. Because oh girl, I have his location, girl. He's not doing anything. But girl, anybody could do anything with or without a location. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've heard that before. People have told me that before, like where they've left their phone. Guys have told me, my guy friends have told me like they would leave their phones like
in their
with their homeboy's house in their car, and they'll go with their with the new bitch. And
I actually had like I remember my ex. He told me it was for like whatever purposes, other purposes. But he was able to literally make it look like he was in a whole different state. Yeah. And he was home.
Yes.
And it was a live location. And I'm like, what the fuck? I can only imagine what you're doing with me.
Exactly. And it's just so many ways out there to cheat. It's just one of those things. Like, if people gonna cheat, they're gonna cheat.
Yeah.
I mean, just know if you cheat on me, I'm finna find out. And I'm finna leave.
Like, that's just
like everything you do in the dark come to light. So it's just like
God's gonna tell me in a dream.
Exactly.
Yeah. And also I feel like if you feel like you have to be on top of it, like, oh, are you cheating on me or da-da-da, or like checking and stuff,
you shouldn't
you
feel like
need to be out that relationship already, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And like also too, you don't have the right, like, let's say you're coming from like a relationship where like you were cheated on, that's not your next partner's business for you to implement your insecurities from your past relationship on that. Heal from that first. And then go, because I've seen this too. Like, it's a form of self-sabotage. You'll get out of that relationship, and then you're going to the next one, but you have all these insecurities.
You think about it.
Yeah, and it's like, it's understandable because your brain is literally rewired after that traumatic experience. Yeah. But it's on you to, do your healing and stuff like that, because that, like, imagine just being with someone and, like, all you have is someone on top of your shoulder the entire time. Like, oh my God, are you cheating? Are you cheating? Yeah, and even though it's because they come from a hurt place, that's annoying to deal with.
Every day is crazy.
Like, that's like, you feel me? Because at that point, now you're kind of like, all right, now where are you coming from? Because people that are always like, are you cheating? Are you cheating? 9 times out of 10, it's because they're cheating. Mm-hmm. So now you're kind of like, wait, is projection, And it's just, it's not a healthy situation.
And I think another thing with insecurity is, like, I was going to say, like, how do you guys feel about the whole, like, posting your partner thing? Because I get, like, a lot of, like, mixed, like, view. Like, people look at me crazy, like, girl, like, you post your man? Oh, I could never, like... Well, why could you never? Well, because girls are going to be adding him, messaging. But then that's also, do you not trust your partner to, like, redirect them or to ignore them?
Yeah.
Or, like...
Because that says about that, you're unknowingly, like, just admitting about your partner that you don't trust them.
Yeah, like, people look at me crazy all the time, like, wow, you trust your man? Like, you be posting, like, yeah, I post him, like, what the hell? But also, like, people say, too, like, wow, like, your boyfriend posts you all the time, and, like, he's always, like, showing you displays of affection online, like, da-da-da. Like, do you ask for it? Like, I don't ask for it, but, like, I also one of those people, I love being shown off. That's just my thing. Like, and I love that. But I also think, like, a lot of people use the whole, like, posting me, like, thing as, like, a form of feeling secure. Like, well, if he posts me, he's not gonna da-da-da.
And it doesn't mean anything in that particular sense.
Some guys have permanent pictures on their page, on their timeline feed, and they still cheat. Yeah. With the pictures right there. Girlfriend tagged and everything.
Yeah. No, 100%. I've seen men literally posting their engagement, and, like, 2 seconds later are in my DMs.
Your inbox. Yeah. Like,
so it's like, you just posted your engagement picture 4 seconds ago. Like, what the fuck? So it's just, I think if it's something that y'all are cool with and you like, fuck it, why not? I love seeing that, honestly. Like, I think it's so cute.
And I feel like we should see more couples, right?
I'm like, ooh, I love love.
Hiding relationship is becoming, like, a new norm, and I don't like it.
And it's so, and I feel like what we view, like, obviously what you view on social media is what you're intaking, and so it's, like, almost like a manifestation in a way, you know what I'm saying? Because you're constantly seeing it. So it's, like, we're constantly seeing posts about, like, don't post your man, don't da-da-da. It's like, no, like, I want to see more couples because I feel like I want to take in that energy. Content. Yeah, happy couple content. Yeah. I want to take in that energy. I want to see more positivity. Like, if you're happy together, post each other. If y'all look good together, oh my God, post each other.
I love me some sexy couples. I love, oh my God, they look so good.
What, boy? I love seeing two good looking people together. I'm like, oof,
yes,
good. Like, I want to see that. But I think, it's, like, all based on, like, what you both are comfortable with. However, if you are that person that likes to be shown off and your partner is super like, no, I don't want to post you. I don't
get a new partner.
Get a new partner. Like, don't ever sit there and try to force somebody to, just see your point of view or to make you feel comfortable.
Or
like,
to change.
Yeah, and I don't think posting somebody, if you actually are loyal and you actually are about this person, I don't think posting them is weird to do. I don't think it's think it's strenuous or a headache either. Like,
it's like when you're with your girlfriends and you, like, post up with them. It's because
you posting your homeboys, you posting your girls. Like, post your person that's making you happy.
It's, again, also intention. Why are you posting it? Is it because you feel insecure, or is it just because you're like, we're happy, let me post it?
All right, I got a question. Are you in a real relationship if you don't live together?
Yeah, why would it not be a real relationship? Honestly, I feel like you need to be separate in a relationship.
Have your own life, anyways.
Yeah, 100%. Even before them, I feel like a lot of people move in really quickly, and that, especially if you're dealing with a man, like, as a woman, you have to think about things like, prepare for the worst, but expect the best. You know what I mean? And, like, some women, like, they don't have certain knowledge, like, when it comes to like leasing places out and things like that, having their name on documents, and they can get messy because if the breakup goes left and it's only one person's name, the other person can get kicked out. It's like, so different things like that you have to be aware of, especially when it comes to, like, bills or whatever, depending on how you're gonna do that. What are your living habits? Because you can't live with everybody. And that's something else you have to really be aware of, because you'll really see someone's true colors. And by that point, the ink is dry. You're done. Like, what are you going to do? Break the lease?
But I definitely think, like, living together is, like, really important if you want to see a future with the person as far as, like, getting married. Like, because a lot of people, I've seen it before, they'll get married and they haven't lived together yet. And then, like, Now they're with each other.
And they hate each other.
Yo, because you didn't know that this person was like this. You didn't know that this person's pet peeve was this or that. You know, they're this messy and they're this. And that will really make or break. Like, because that's your forever roommate. You know what I'm saying? So, like, imagine having... imagine like your best, like we all have that one friend that's great hanging out with them, but like I would never live with you. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same with relationships. Like you don't have to live together to have a real relationship. Like you should build your relationship first before making that move, because living with someone is a big commitment.
You have to be your own person and bring
and
that
the
together.
entire time too. I think that's also something like a lot of people lose themselves, in particular women, and it's just so I feel like just again being raised in society, I feel like women are just kind of taught to make themselves smaller, or kind of like look for a man or look for a relationship to be in one because it's like a status symbol, or like
when you're like in your late 20s and you're not in a relationship,
like,
people look at you crazy now. Like
it's not, you're not better because you're in a relationship. And also, if you're in a relationship, what kind of relationship are you in? You know, and things like that. It's just so many different factors to consider that play a really important part, because everything is so different. Like some people's relationships are beautiful and they're really healthy, some aren't, you know, so you need to know how to navigate that.
Right.
What's the pettiest reason that you stopped dating somebody?
The pettiest?
It was never petty. Like, oh, actually, pause. I did talk to somebody. He wanted to date me, but like it didn't even make it that far because we was talking for like 2 months, and there's just one time when like we were just hanging out and we were lit, and like he just would not stop talking about himself.
Ew.
And I think like the next day he came over to my apartment and like we were talking about, I sent him something about like Kanye West and like Kim Kardashian or something like that. And instead of like talking about that, like he was like, bro, look at my Snapchat story of what I was wearing last year, bro. I look so good. And I was just like, yeah, this ain't gonna work. You talk about yourself too damn much. Like, and I feel like when someone's lit, if that's all you're talking about is yourself, it's over with. Like, I'm just turned off.
I don't know, people when they're lit, especially off liquor, like, they be revealing like their true personalities. Like if you're an angry drunk, you're an angry person. Like you got hatred in your soul. You know, like when you're really fun and happy, just kind of like you're just a happy person. Like you start dancing, you just like a goofy motherfucker. You know what I mean? So it's like, I think that's also a good invitation to see how people are gonna get, and just how they are as people.
But I also don't think that was petty.
I think the pettiest reason that I stopped talking to people is probably the height difference. For sure.
That is so fair.
That's so
That is completely, like, yeah, I get that.
I'm 5'6". Come on, I'm not. What am I gonna do with a guy that's like 4'11"?
That's
carry
fair.
you.
And honestly, this guy that I'm talking about, he was short too. So yeah, I think that kind of.
I feel like
short man syndrome. That's what it is.
I can't even wear heels. Like what the fuck? No.
Yeah. Like,
I feel like it automatically like makes me feel more masculine. I don't know if I'm taller than you.
No, listen.
Now I feel like I have to protect you and like shield you from the rain and shit. I don't know.
Shield you from the rain is nuts.
That's like a man-child.
Tropical storm outside.
Literally.
When I come here, hop on my back.
I think mine would be like grammar, like texting grammar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, your.
There.
Bro.
I will judge the fuck out of you.
Or you
I
know
will
what
judge
I hate?
the fuck out of you. Like that shit is just so. Get the fuck off my phone. Oh no. Or when they be replacing like the C's and the K's and all them extra.
Not the
why
the
that weird ass little gangbang shit.
No, because
man.
why am I reading this sentence 20 times to figure out what the fuck you saying? And like sometimes then no. And I saw this one spelling of your. It was like YH.
Huh?
You are some shit like that.
I'm blocking you.
What the
Where
fuck
did
is
H come
that?
from?
I'm blocking you.
What the fuck is that?
I'm blocking
like you know what I mean? Like I'm not even gonna deal with that.
That's like when those parents name their kids and they try to make it sound like so exotic and they add
oh my god, and then just
letters.
looks so crazy. It's like just keep it like simple, man. Like Elizabeth, y'all start adding ELEZZ like BHET. Like no, just no. Y'all
did you see how they spelled Erica on
Please stop.
You know what I'm talking about?
No.
That's where you'll find them the most.
Where?
Yeah.
Cuba?
Yeah. Cuba. No, but there was this name of this girl spelled Erica, and like instead of how you would normally spell like ERIKA, it was like Rec was in it, like WRECK.
You spell with a K? That's even weird. I spell Erica with a C.
Really?
I've seen both.
I mean, I've seen both. But no, but like the word, like it was like I think it was like a parody video, but it was like air, like AIR, rec,
like how you say
WR,
it?
yeah,
Erica?
air rec.
Oh no, baby, go back to school.
Listen, make it fancy on them.
Give you the full word.
I can't.
But yeah, I'm trying to think. I don't have any other petty reasons.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't do
the way they
dudes,
chew.
But I guess I wouldn't start dating them for
the way you chew is an issue, though.
Yeah,
yes.
You chew with your mouth
Oh my God,
open,
yes.
baby.
Yes.
I didn't give this guy a chance though because he was too obsessed with me. I think that's such a turn on.
Yeah,
I don't like it.
No, that's fair though because
like,
those kind of people tend to just trophy you.
Yeah.
They don't value you as a person.
Yeah, like he wanted to hang out with me every single day. We ain't never did nothing. We only went out to eat a couple times and like it was just obsessed.
She said you can date me, but you can't date me. I don't want to see you every day. We
Girl, but we didn't even go out to like restaurants like that. Like, you know, he invited me to after hour spa, you know, here and I was like, yeah, cool, I'll go. Like get some, you know, like some food, like cool, but like no. Once you're obsessed, I'm kind of like turned off.
What's the most toxic way somebody got you back after breaking up?
The most toxic way?
They got you back after breaking up.
They were outside of my house singing with the car doors were playing music.
That's romantic.
No, it's not. No, because then you proceed to cheat on me, and then the next day.
But it was romantic enough that you gave in.
No, well. Then you come back and cry to my mama, like, no.
Toxic way to get me back. Lord. Oh my gosh. Did he get me back though? Yeah. Just crying at my door. Like, yeah, my ex that I was with for like 2 years, and it was terrible 2 years. He was abusive. He was shitty, and like he seen me like a year later or something like that. And like he see me in the club with my best friend Sammy. Oh my gosh. And came up to me like, first off, he looked crazier than when I left him. Came up to me, was like boohoo crying, was like, I'm so sorry, Anika, for how I treated you. You're such a good person, and like my mom really loved you and everyone loved you, and like I just should have just cherished you a lot more and treated you better. Boy, we're in the club. Like, if you don't wait to do this till like tomorrow morning, like save yourself the embarrassment. Like he didn't get me back though. I mean, yeah, no.
I don't know. I think it's pathetic as fuck. Like when men do you dirty and they want to cry about it.
Yeah,
because like it just, like I want to throw a drink in your face. You know what I mean? Like, why are you crying?
Like I'm not fucking with it.
I
like,
forgot, but there's a name for it when they fuck you over and then they do like the most to get you back.
It's a narcissist.
Yeah, it is.
That
is like a narcissistic
like when I went to
trait,
therapy, she told me what it's called.
Yeah. Gaslighting.
No, that's not gaslighting.
Because then you kind of stay in that loop where okay, like he fucked up, but he's about to do this grand gesture to get me back. Yeah. You know what I mean?
There is a term for it. Damn. Yeah. It's not coming.
I forgot what it's called. My therapist told me about it, and I was like, wow.
But yeah, but that's how people stay in those kind of relationships. You know what I mean? It's like as soon as you leave, and then it's I'm gonna do better. Da, da, da. Yeah. And like, those 2 weeks you stay right.
Right.
So it's like,
yeah.
I don't know. I'm a cutter offer. My block list
you cut off quick.
Yes, and I don't do the doubling back shit because if I cut you off, it was for a reason.
Period.
I'm learning that now.
So yeah.
But my mom used to tell me like once you cut paper, you can glue it back together, you can staple it back together, but it'll never be the same.
And also too, like the thing is like when you take people back, like in any regard, romantic, friendship, whatever, and that person did you dirty or like again depending on like the circumstances, but if it's like a cutoff, you take them back, you're telling that person with like a flashing sign, I'm a dumb bitch.
Yeah.
And you can try me again.
You're telling them how much you're
tolerating. That's how they see it.
Yeah.
And that's exactly how they
people
start
can only
moving.
do to you what you allow. So you allow it.
Any friend that I've ever cut off, like years ago, if I've ever taken them back, they've always ended up doing some more weird shit.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like
exactly.
every single time. Like I would sit there like, damn bitch, I should have just left you cut off. But you was over here crying, begging to be my friend and da-da-da-da, which they do. Like I've had friends do that. Like, please, Anika, I'm so sorry what I did last time. Da-da-da, I was a terrible friend. I should. And it's like, I was a dumb bitch.
But you learn from those experiences, you know? And I feel like sometimes you just have to go through that because especially like when you see the best in people and you really care about, especially friendships. Like I know for me, like I love my girlfriends, you know what I mean? So it's like, that hurts. Like a friendship breakup really hurts. And so it's like, you want to see the best in that person because it's like, you wouldn't do this to me.
The first breakup hurt. The first breakup, I feel like friendship breakup doesn't hurt as much as like the second time when you do me wrong again. Like the first time I cut you off, like I'm one of those people, like I'm very big on my friendships. I take my friendships so seriously. So the first sign of weirdo shit that you do, like, oh yeah, I'm cutting you off and I'm not gonna feel bad about it. Like it doesn't hurt my feelings.
Course,
like I'm like, bro, like you're a weirdo. Like I would never treat my friends like that. I would not ever do that to you. So like I'm good off you. But then when you like beg me to forgive you for years on years and years and like begging to be my friend, blah, 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 and I take you back in and put you in my life again, and then just for you to show your ass again and do something, you know, fucked up, then I'm like, all right, now my feelings are hurt because you saw that I had a soft spot for you, and you saw that clearly I do, like, you know, like, I loved our friendship. Like, let me, like, try to make this work. Maybe you are sorry. And that's my problem. I give people the benefit of the doubt. Yeah. Not everyone's really sorry. Like, people say sorry, but they're never really sorry.
And here's the thing.
It just looks good to have you in their life, so they want to work their way back up.
And some people just don't want to be seen as the villain. Like, that's just what it is, you know?
Can people change after they cheat?
Can people change after they cheated?
Or just in general?
Well, yeah.
So answer both questions? Okay. Do I think people can change? Yeah, I think it's possible, but they have to want to change. And one thing I'm not going to do is stick around for that. You need to be changed already. I'm not changing anyone. I'm not a teacher. I'm not a parent. I don't want to be either of those things. Either know how to act or don't. It's as simple as that. And as far as cheaters go...
Nah. Cheaters don't change.
Lepers don't change their spot. It's a decision. I know there's obviously arguments for both sides. As far as I'm concerned, it's a decision. It's too much that goes into it. Cheaters are people that don't respect themselves. They don't respect themselves. They don't respect their partners, and they just don't have integrity. And I don't respect people without integrity.
Yeah. I feel like cheaters really don't change, and a lot of people, I think the common misconception about cheaters changing is that, oh yeah, now I'm here and like I'm not gonna change anymore. But honestly, the only thing that they changed was the environment that they were in.
Of course.
That doesn't provoke them to cheat, but you're still a cheater. Because because I don't go to the club, I'm not cheating anymore. No,
shouldn't make you cheat. Like, I don't know.
Motherfuckers will cheat from somebody at a gas
McDonald's
station.
drive-through.
Yeah, from somebody from a gas station. So it's just like,
that's really thirsty.
And especially cheaters, most of the time they have no standard. They will fuck anything with a hole.
Yeah.
And they don't get tested. They're not asking for protection and stuff like that. So it's like when people are like, "Oh, you got cheated on because there's no reason to make you get cheated on."
No,
that person doesn't respect you.
Yeah.
Period. So it's just like you can be the flyest person in the world, have the most money, be super successful, super beautiful, whatever. That doesn't mean shit.
Right.
I mean,
it's the other person.
Yeah, Beyonce got cheated on.
Exactly.
No, I was just thinking about that the other day. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
But find a loyal man.
But you see, but then that's
and
why
they
people
exist. It's just
they exist.
fine.
Rihanna's my only hope right now.
The thing is, right now, it's the standards. Though. How many times do we see these artists that cheat on their partners and like?
And that's why people.
Go to the comment section. People are flooding. Like, take them back. Take them back. Take them back.
You know, it's crazy because with artists, there's a lot of happy couples, or they portray to be happy, and in the back end, it's a mess. They're cheating on each other. We just don't see it all the time.
But that's the reason why I feel like women nowadays who are on social media, they kind of fall into the trap of like just taking men back because they see like all these women like taking these guys back because they're buying and they're filling up their houses with 100 dozen roses, and they're taking them on a trip to Greece and buying them a Lamborghini for their birthday to make up for it. And it's like, girl, that's not respect. It doesn't. Yeah, respect matters so much more than being cheated on. And then I think that just goes to show like these guys like that are doing all these big things to like, you know, make amends within their relationships. Yeah. They still go and they still cheat again.
Of course.
So
they just know what works to get you back. That's all.
But I don't believe like it's temptation, but I feel like if somebody really loves you, like they're not gonna do it. Like you can be.
It's about you react. Like
like I'm not gonna like my boyfriend. I have no problem if he goes to a strip club with his friends. I do not gotta be there. Like I don't nowhere in my mind worry about him going and getting a champagne room with a bitch. Like I'm not worried about that. But there are some girls who would be, but then in that case, don't be with them. Yeah. But yeah, like temptation, character. Like. Your partner, if they love you, they're not gonna be tempted. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Temptation is just a way of showing you if they do love you or not. You know what I mean? Like, if I put you in this situation where all these girls are around and they're shaking ass and it's an easy fuck, are you gonna go do it? Right. And if you go do it, like, I'm glad you did it. It just lets me know you're not for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's just character, you know? Because the thing is, temptation can be anything to anybody. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, you literally don't have to be in people's faces. Like, you could literally just leave somebody alone and they'll still try and be on that fuck shit. You know what I mean? So, it's just a character trait. That's what it comes down to. Do you respect yourself and other people, or do you not? Someone who cheats on you does not respect you. They will sit you and lie to you. Oh, I love you, baby. It was a mistake. Da-da-da. They don't. People who respect you don't do that kind of shit to you. Point blank, period.
No, for sure. Yeah. Like, and that goes for you too, fellas. Like, don't take a bitch back.
And especially temptation, like, we're models. People are throwing themselves at us on a regular basis. So it's just like, whether it's on set or just out there in the streets and stuff like that, on social media especially, I don't give a shit about any of that. Yeah. I look at it and it's like, okay, cool. Like, yeah, I know I'm a baddie. Cool. What's next? You know, like, And if you're that easy where like a little bit of attention gets you, that says a lot more about you. Because that's a form of desperation. Like, all you need is just someone to look at you and you're ready to pounce.
Yeah.
Ew.
Like, what?
Like,
Yeah.
Is that rap?
Yeah, that's right.
Oh.
But that question, the last question was personal. Because I wanted to hear what...
If someone can change when cheating?
Are you a cheater?
No, they cheated on me.
Oh my gosh, yeah, no,
I'm
leave
so
her.
sorry.
And I'm all for women
Leave.
empowerment, but I'm also for men empowerment because my dad was an amazing man. He was super unappreciated by my mother, and I have a little brother. But like, yeah, leave. Like, don't ever.
Yeah.
Women, like, I don't care how great the sex is. I don't care, you know, like how good her cooking is, and if she's gonna be mopping the damn floor with her toothbrush, and you know, like, girl, because she want to make it seem like she really breaking her back for you now. No, like, leave.
I want to say, I feel like when women cheat, it's different than when men cheat. Like, women, we cheat with like emotion.
Some
Like,
bitches are hoes though, for real.
Yeah.
I guess
I've seen it.
As a whole, it does tend to be more on that side, though, of
Yeah.
emotions. It
Yeah.
does. But then that's also because the partner is just not doing shit. Like, a lot of men will be in relationships and won't do shit. And then, like, you address, and, like, most women will talk about their concerns. Be like, hey, this is bothering me, so-and-so, da-da-da. And then they'll just kind of be like, man, whatever, drag it to the side, ignore it. If you're in a relationship and you're not feeling, like, emotionally fulfilled, and, like, you're just kind of feeling like, damn, like, he don't give a fuck, or, like, they don't give a fuck, whatever. That kind of stuff, like, it drags you down. Not saying that that's a reason to cheat, because it's absolutely
Just
the
leave.
fuck
I
not.
feel like cheating's always
But you have
fucked
to
up.
leave. Yeah.
Yeah, just leave.
You
Don't
leave in
cheat.
those kind of
But
situations.
there are like really good guys out there that I see all the time that do get cheated on. Like, you could be like a great guy. You could be doing every and anything, like breaking your back, you know, work, like, you know, paying for this, paying for that. And like, some women, I hate to say it because I've had friends who are like that. Some women are just hoes. Like, they're just hoes, and they're just leeches, and like, that's just it. Like, and the friends I did have that were like that, I had to cut them off because they didn't like what I would tell them that.
Yeah.
Like, but it just is what it is. Like, if you have somebody that, you know, because the dating pool out there is shit. It's garbage.
Yeah, especially
it's
in
terrible.
Miami.
So it's like, and for men, like, I know we talk about a lot, for women it's shit, but no, for men it's shit too. Like, because women out there, like, you know, devil wears Prada. Like, it's hard. Like, you don't know really what the next move is that this bitch is gonna do. Like, but I always say, like, yeah, if I'm telling women not to stay with cheaters, I'm gonna tell men, don't ever stay with a cheater. I don't care. She didn't love you. Because, again, it's emotional. For me personally, like, I have to kind of like you a little bit to even, like, fuck you. And for me to have sex with you, like, there was a conversation before that. Like, we were texting a little bit before that. Like, you had to send me an address. Like, it was a whole thought out process and a whole deliberate decision that I made to go sleep with somebody else and cheat on you. Like, and I mean, there's emotional cheating too. Like,
You think about it over and over again until you actually do it.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. It sucks. I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry too. But you seem like a great guy.